Alexander, born in 356 BCE in Macedonia, at a very young age, he had a dream to conquer whole world, and then he has started fulfilling his dream by killing his brothers and by becoming the king of Macedonia. And after becoming the king of Macedonia, he has started his expansion by conquering Greece, Egypt, Turkey, and many other regions. And after winning against huge Persian Empire, then he reached towards Gandhar region, which is modern day Afghanistan. And now Alexander wanted to conquer whole India too. Gandhar was one of the 16 Mahajanpads of India and its capital was Takshila. The king of Gandhar at that time was Ambikumar and he was also the rival of King Purushottam, also known as Porus of Paurav kingdom. As Gandhar was situated in the northern western region, so most of the invaders used to invade from this region. As Alexander was intelligent person, so before doing war, he used to send a letter to his opponent that surrender or do war. As Alexander was emperor of very big empire, so many kings used to surrender in front of him by knowing his history of destruction during wars. And Alexander has done same thing with Ambikumar and King Porus. Although Alexander got scared after seeing the army strength of Gandhar kingdom, but Ambikumar wasn't aware of it. And Ambikumar was not a confident king and was jealous of Porus. And when he got to know the history of destruction done by Alexander during wars, then he surrendered himself in front of Alexander and became a subordinate king and he has made an alliance with Alexander. As Alexander was new in that region, so Ambikumar was very much helpful to him. As now Alexander and Ambikumar have made an alliance, and when Porus got letter from Alexander, and then Porus got angry and he has totally rejected to surrender in front of Alexander, and he has said he will do war but won't surrender. As King Porus was a true patriot who was taking care of public of his kingdom and wanted to save rest of India from foreign invaders. As now King Porus had rejected the treaty of Alexander, so the situation of war got arrived as the dream of Alexander was to conquer whole world. So he won't go back and the King Porus was a peaceful king who was happy in his kingdom but won't allow any foreign invaders to invade in India. As now to go near battlefield for war, Alexander has to cross river Hydaspes, also known as Jhelum river, and he has faced a lot of problems in crossing that river. He has faced army loss, power loss in crossing that river because he has crossed that river during wrong time. But still, he has successfully crossed that river. And then finally, in 326 BCE, both the kings came in front of each other on the battlefield near Hydaspes river. On one side, there was Alexander with army strength of 40,000 infantries and 7,000 cavalries, and he was having other alliances too. And on the other hand, there was King Porus with around 50,000 infantries, 4,000 cavalries, around 2,000 chariots, and 200 war elephants. So this was the army strength of both the kings. As both the kings were in front of each other, on the one hand Alexander sitting on his horse Bucephalus, and on the other hand King Porus sitting on the biggest elephant. And when Alexander has looked at Porus' army, he literally got scared as he has never expected that Porus would be having this much big army. And the real threat for Alexander were war elephants, as he has never seen war elephants before in his life. And then finally the war started between Porus and Alexander, and it was a very dangerous war as both the kings were having good army strength and Alexander has started playing his tricks to win that war. But the real threat for Alexander and his army were war elephants, as one war elephant is sufficient to create huge loss, but there were 200 war elephants. And during that war, the horse of Alexander named Bucephalus was also killed, and the huge destruction occurred in both the sides. Many soldiers of King Porus and Alexander were killed, many horses were killed and injured, the war elephants were also got injured, and it was a very dangerous war. The result of this war is still unclear. As for many Greek historians, Alexander won this war. Some other historians says that no one won this war or no one lost this war. So this war was tie according to them. But some Indian historians says that Porus won this war. So with logic, let's check different theories of different historians on Battle of Hydaspes. So there are many historians who believe that this war was having no result. They believe that Porus was the toughest opponent of Alexander faced in his life, and huge destruction occurred in both the sides. And the army soldiers of Alexander were very tired, and they told Alexander that they can't go further and can't go and further invade in India. So Alexander returned from India and Porus defended his kingdom. So this is one theory on result of Battle of Hydaspes Pass. According to Greek historians, Porus was the toughest opponent that Alexander faced in his life, and the Battle of Hydaspes Pass created huge destruction in both the sides. And further, they say at the time when Alexander and Porus both were fighting, Alexander got much impressed and inspired by seeing the bravery of King Porus. So, due to it, Alexander has not taken over the kingdom of Porus and he has given back Porus his kingdom. And after giving back Porus his kingdom, Alexander returned from India. So, this is the theory of Greek historians. So, to counter the theory of Greeks, Indians are raising an argument on Greek theory that the history of Alexander is of very cruel king who has killed his brothers, who has never shown any sort of sympathy on anyone, whose dream was to conquer whole world and who wanted victory at any cost. And the king like Alexander faced a huge loss in the Battle of Hydaspes Pass. Then how the king like Alexander can make his opponent king again? And further they say the dream of Alexander was to conquer whole world. Then why he didn't invaded India further, as his dream was to conquer whole world? So this is a valid argument of Indian historians on Greek theory. According to Indian historians, they believe that King Porus has defeated Alexander in that war and leave him alive. And after that war, Alexander returned from India. And further, they say that there is a huge history of Indian kings who were not killing their opponents, who were leaving their opponents with respect. So this is the theory of Indian historians. So these were the different theories of different historians on Battle of Hydaspes Pass. And I am asking question to you that what do you think, that what would be the result of Battle of Hydaspes Pass? Please comment down below. And if you have liked this video, then hit the like button, share the video, subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon. Thanks for watching.